Hello, 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 everyone! Let me give all you viewers a good old ham hi! It is your host Zarataro here with another episode of Yo, You Like That? A talk show where I bring in amazing VTubers and streamers and we talk about something that they love, that they adore, that they cherish. That is just something fun and positive, and we're just sharing all the fun and positive with the world, and I hope that you will all enjoy it. Let me go ahead and bring in our guest for today.
Hi, hi.
We have the lovely Ravenna. Hello!
Hi!
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hi, hi. How are you, everybody?
I am
So
doing well
cool.
today. How are you? Please introduce yourself for all of our guests that have just met you. Who are you? How are you?
Hi. Yeah, I'm Ravenna, but you can call me Raven. I am a cat bat or a vampire neko. So, I'm vampire bat.
Vampire Neko. I love it.
Yeah. I'm doing great. I'm very excited. This is the first time I've done something like this. So, thank you for inviting me.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
So, we have a very fun topic here today, one that both of us are very passionate about. It is the Scream franchise. Ba 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 ba.
Yes, I love the Scream movies.
Yeah. Are you a fan of like spooky movies in general, it seems?
Oh,
or?
yeah. Yes, definitely. I'm more the, like, what do I call it? Psychological, like, slasher side than, like,
Yeah.
gore side.
No. I agree. I definitely like the more like thrilling slasher, the spookies, the like what's around the corner rather than just
Like, jump scare instead of, like, ooh, blood, guts. I'm like, yeah.
But yeah, no, but the Scream franchise is a lot of fun. It is Wes Craven's, I guess like, coup d'etat to his like horror series. For those that don't know, Wes Craven is the Nightmare on Elm Street guy. He made the Freddy Krueger.
Yeah. The movie series, not the TV show.
That's the TV show. Oh, I forgot that there was a TV show.
Yeah, we don't talk about the TV show.
I'll take your word for it.
Oh, it's really bad. It's
really bad. No,
got,
but it's
like,
such a simple premise.
Disney stars in it, and it's just like it's weird to see Disney stars like killing people.
I knew Corey from the house was the killer the whole time.
Mm-hmm. It's got like Bella
He was
Thorne
just
in
waiting for the White House to open up.
it. Oh my god, he got impatient.
So, when it comes to the Scream series, how did you first discover it?
It was one of the movies I wasn't allowed to watch as a kid, obviously.
Heck yeah!
So I was like, I'm gonna watch it. So I watched it, and I was like, I probably shouldn't be watching this at like 10 years old, but I love it. And then I just continued watching it. And then I watched the show, and then I was like, this...
There is a show! Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot all about that.
Netflix? Maybe? I think I watched it on Netflix. But
I need to go give that a shot. I actually don't know like that much about it, so but I am a fan of the movie. So So by osmosis, I should at least give it a shot, whether or not it's going to be outstanding or not.
It's
Still,
more high school drama than like, you know, serial killer.
okay, so a little bit more of like a mix of like the middle of the first movie than the rest of the series.
Yeah, I honestly don't think it has anything or any connection with the movies at all.
Oh, okay, so they kind of did like the opposite of like the Child's Play series or the Chucky TV show.
I haven't seen the Chucky TV show.
I was impressed with like how well done it is and how it still ties into like all of the movies. Like the fact that Child's Play has a continuity that extends throughout everything blows my mind.
Yeah. You see, I like when movies, or when TV shows, like, tie into the movie, at least a little bit.
Yeah, it kind of gives you like the original fans a little bit of a reward, a little bit of Easter egg, a little
Yeah.
bit of like, hey.
It's like, it's not another movie, but it's a TV show, so...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scream, the story of our titular characters, Sidney Prescott, Dwight Dewey, and Gail Weathers, as they seemingly can't ever escape a massive like bout of serial killer syndrome all around them.
Right? No, it's just like, they never get a rest. They can never rest.
Never.
Never.
It's almost like what is it, like a closed space? Like they always say, like in detective stories, if a detective travels somewhere, then someone is going to die. It's like if any of these characters like go somewhere, just be prepared. You're on the chopping block.
Yeah. It's like, oh, they leave their house to go out for pizza. That's the start of the next movie.
Yep, there you go.
It's like, should have stayed home.
Is it the pizza guy?
Is it the
Maybe.
pizza guy?
Is it the pizza? You don't know.
Maybe.
Oh, so what would you say is probably one of the things you find most enjoyable about these movies?
Probably the iconicness, if that's a word, of the movies.
Oh yeah, I think it's a word.
Iconicness, yeah. Because like the first one is just like so iconic, you know? It's like, oh, Ghostface. everyone knows Ghostface.
I know they do.
And you know, Ghostface is in like everything. You know, Dead by Daylight. They sell Ghostface masks and costumes like every year. It's just something that lasts.
Yeah, it's become like a killer who's not known by the killer's persona, but by the or no, not known by the killer's secret identity, but by the persona itself. Like Ghostface is more than just the people behind the mask. Yeah. Ghostface is the threat. The spirit of Ghostface just takes people over almost in a way that it's like, yeah, no, I could just do whatever I want as long as I have this mask.
Yeah.
And I find that a lot more frightening than like a Jason Voorhees or a Leatherface.
Jason Voorhees is Jason Voorhees. It's the same guy doing the same stuff, you know. But like Ghostface is like the character. Like, oh my god, you don't know.
Could be anyone. It could be your aunt. It could be your teacher. It could be your janitor.
Could be the janitor. I like that little Easter egg. In
the
first movie.
Just stars in his own movie like that.
Hey, if I was a director or a producer, I'd do the same.
You would Tarantino yourself and everything?
Hell yeah.
I would too.
I'm proud of that shit, you know? Like, I made this movie. Even though
I can act, star, and do it all.
Hell yeah. I mean, it's like a 5-second thing. I'm mopping a floor.
Yeah. No, but the series is like super iconic. Like even just like the creation of the movie itself spawned what came to be known as in infamy the parody movies.
Oh, yes.
From your scary movies to your Not Another Teen Movie to Meet the Spartan. All of it originated because just Scream dared to like subvert the tropes of what a slasher movie should be.
Yes. And it's honestly kind of fun watching some of those like spoof movies, spin-off. Yeah, spoof. Cause like Scream 1 was already funny and self-aware a little bit, so it's like how, you know, self-aware or funny is this gonna get? I've only seen the first Scary Movie though. Like
that's right. That's the best one.
Yeah.
The second one has its moments, and then they just like. There's jumping the shark, and then there's jumping onto the shark, flying over the moon, and crashing into like a big like tire fire. and that's all the rest of the ones following.
Isn't there like 10 or like 11?
I lost count. I know that there's at least I think 6 of the Scary Movies specifically, and then there's like different parodies for everything. There's like a Meet the Spartans. There was the comebacks, which makes fun of sports movies.
What? Did they do a
Um,
Twilight one?
oh yeah, I think there's a Twilight one
Yeah.
even.
Like Love Bites or something.
Yeah,
Love
that's it.
Sucks.
Ah.
I haven't watched it, but Twilight was funny.
I was gonna say that one already kind of like makes fun of itself, so like the
Yeah.
writing on that one should be pretty spot on.
Honestly. No, but
So,
no, go on.
I was gonna say, so which of the movies is your favorite?
The first one or the second one?
First one, I agree. First one, like the first one is just like a perfect movie, I think, in the
Mhm.
way that it just like builds up everything and like it introduces all the characters. They each get their own amount of space, and the who done it. The
Yes.
who done it's probably the strongest in the first one.
Yeah, I think the first one is the only one that I don't have like a problem with something in it. Because like the second one, I was like, okay, and then the third one, I
There,
was like, what?
there's this old writing tip that I forget who penned it, but a person once said that whenever you're writing a narrative or a story, never write it in a college.
Oh,
Always write it in a high school.
mm-hmm.
And I feel like the second Scream movie almost like perpetuates the exact example as to why you don't, because there's not a lot of reasons why the things that are going bad should be going bad, because people should be smarter and things should be different.
Y'all are
But
adults here. Like, you're not teenagers. Like, you're making. Oh, I was just talking about stupid decisions and like stupid things in the movie with my partner earlier. But it's like, the Scream voice. If someone
yeah,
random calls you and it's like, hello, it's probably Ghostface. But like, they always are
probably
like,
Ghostface.
who is this? Who's calling? I'm like, please, like, this is movie 3. You've been through this already. Like, don't
Like,
ask
come
who
on,
it
come on,
is.
guys. Y'all should know. Y'all should know.
Yeah, I think the scene that like made me like, come on, you should know, you especially know, is I think in the start of the third movie, with Cotton in the car.
Yeah.
He's like, who is this? I was like, come on, dude, you're so involved with this, like, you should know. They come back.
I mean, not only that, but like you survived the second one. Of course, you're gonna be like one of the first people on the chopping block for the next one.
Yeah, like, there's a pattern to this. At least, like, you were falsely accused of this stuff. You should have some knowledge about how it works.
Yeah, no. I think the weirdest part for me in the second one is when the love interest like gets on the stage and like starts singing and dancing.
Oh, yeah, and I'm like,
And I'm like, this boy is so sweet. Not only is he not the killer, but he also should be like finding someone better for him because this girl has too much baggage.
yup, yup. I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was the killer.
They really try
really
and make you
pushed
think
it.
He's the biggest red herring probably in the whole series.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh, it's this random dude from class? Like, okay, cool. And then like,
And then it's also this lady
then
who
this
has this
person.
connection. And then you're like, oh, that makes sense.
I guess.
You don't want to tease that a little bit more? That's kind of the problem they have with the third one is that, yeah, no, the twist is that there's this connection that you never knew.
Yeah, like the second one was like, okay, I could see that. It's pretty soon after the first movie. And like, I guess.
Emotions are running high.
Yeah.
People are feeling, a little bit revengey.
Yeah, and I'm like, I get it, And then the second one was like, what now? Or the third one was like, what now? This random person came out of like, the woodworks, like, hello, I exist. And I'm like, you exist? Why have I never seen any sign of you before?
One thing I did like about the third one though, like, is the final mansion where everything takes place.
That
It's
was
like,
a cool scene. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a very cool scene. It felt like unique compared to all the others, because the what I like in regards to like the finales of the Scream movies is how claustrophobic the situations are.
Mm.
Like these aren't like big like outside like showdowns. They're in tight hallways. They're in small rooms. They're in kitchens.
Mm-hmm.
everyone's just like scrambling and kicking and
Garages.
grappling, and it's like, the garage, the garage is so dumb.
Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Just.
It'd be like trying to like run away by going through the cat door. It's like, is there really
You
no
know
smarter
you're not
option
gonna
you have at this
fit.
time?
You know, like fight back. It's a garage. There's got to be tools. You know, a hammer, something.
Yeah, you gotta Resident Evil 7 this shit. Just hop in
Yeah.
the car and go after him.
Jeez, you know, just like crawl through the doggy door. I'm like, and then like, and then
The ridiculousness is part of the charm.
and then it kind of happened again in the fourth one, and I'm like, garage again?
The fourth one was the not the New Hope. What was like Star Wars 7
Oh,
Force Awakens?
I think so.
Yeah, that was the Force Awakens of the series, where it's like, yeah, we're gonna do a lot of the same stuff, but trust me, it's new.
It's different. Trust me.
I promise. It's a homage. It's like poetry.
Yep. Nah, the fourth one was the worst in my opinion.
Yeah, it definitely felt more like it was just like he had a message he wanted to give about, I guess, like the modern take of like horror movies and stuff going forward. And I can respect wanting to like do the message, but the movie itself just wasn't really that fantastic.
In the fourth one, Ghostface is a streamer.
Oh.
It's like, I'm gonna record this and stream it, and I'm like, hey gamer, cool.
Hey gamers,
Hey,
I'm here.
gamer.
It's your boy Ghostface.
It's
What's
Ghostface
up?
back at it again. Today on my YouTube channel.
I'm here at this party about to slash up some white people.
Let's go.
Remember to leave a like, a comment,
Subscribe. You know, turn on my post notifications.
and you use my promo code for your free energy drink.
Yep. Jesus.
The energy drink is really good for washing out the blood. I don't know what that does for your insides, but let me tell you, it tastes great.
Can't even taste the blood anymore. It's all bubblegum.
All bubblegum.
All
Oh, yeah. that would be the flavor.
Yeah, you know. No, maybe Ghostface would be like cherry or something, cause blood, or like
Oh, yeah.
blood orange.
Because it'd have to be a red flavor. That way when you spill it on yourself, you know, you can pretend you were stabbed.
Right. You know, is it blood? Is it energy drink? Who knows? Find out next week. Yeah, that was kind of a stupid twist. I'm like, what? You're streaming it?
It's the modern consumption of media, I guess.
Ghostface is.
Although some of the technology they have in that movie was a little incredible. It's like, I'm gonna put all of these wireless cameras here in this barn. I'm like, lady, I don't know if you've ever tried to have like a Wi-Fi signal go through a wall,
Yep.
but there's no way you're gonna get a clear video putting like all of these like in the attic of a farm with a whole bunch of hay and wood and stuff. I'm like, you might as well be trying to watch scratchy porn at that rate.
It's like, I haven't been to many barns in my lifetime, but most of the ones I've been to are in the middle of nowhere. So.
I've got a really good like a 5G hotspot.
It's
I
that
promise.
5G, man, you know.
Turns the people into serial killers.
Gotta wear a foil hat now. It's the 5G waves.
Oh
Man.
Oh man. That'll be the secret of Scream 6. It's actually just a big like QAnon conspiracy where you have to kill them before they kill you. Who are them? Who knows? Who do you want them to be?
Right? Or it's like, I feel like something with AI.
Oh
It's
yeah.
not
Oh no,
Ghostface,
that's what they did.
it's AI.
That's what they did with the new Child's Play. I don't want that anymore.
Really?
That was so bad. Yeah,
I
it's
haven't
super
seen
bad.
it. Oh no, it's like AI.
Yeah, it's like a weird like AI doll thing, and like how like a whole like house and like toys are like Wi-Fi connected and stuff.
Oh, come on.
Like, it's not even like any like voodoo or serial killer stuff. Okay, I
Yeah.
commented earlier. Everything but the new Child's Play. Everything is connected in regards to the Chucky franchise.
Yes, everything but that one. That one's not
Everything
canon.
but that. It's
We don't talk about that.
every series has one that's not canon. Sometimes you have to pick and choose.
Mm.
I choose that Jason X is canon, but that's just me.
Yup.
Like Leprechaun in Space. Is this one canon?
Maybe.
Up to you. It's up to you.
Decide. Reminds me of the epic rap battles. Is it canon? Is it not? You decide.
Oh, I miss those. I feel so bad for those
Same.
guys. They got screwed over so bad on all those like contracts and stuff.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, well, they like a secondary company kind of bought the rights to them, and they were supposed to be like a publisher, producer kind of thing. Only it turned out to be like a huge scam,
Oh.
and they had to like fight forever to get the rights back.
Oh shit! I didn't know that happened. I just know they disappeared.
Yeah, it wasn't intentional. It was a whole
Okay.
bunch of stuff in the background.
That sucks.
It's crazy because it happens to a lot of series too. Like I don't know if you know, but in Friday the 13th, the original creator of the series basically like sued and got the rights to the name of the series, Friday the 13th, along with like I think the hockey mask and all this stuff. And so nowadays, if they want to make like another like Jason Voorhees movie, they'll have to like call it like Jason or something like that. They can't actually use like the monocle for Friday the 13th.
What the heck?
And it backfired so much that the people that were working on the game actually weren't allowed to make any new content for the game. Like they pretty much had to just stop everything they were doing.
What? Yeah. Oh, what the hell? Because I know that's there's a reason why he hasn't been in like Dead by Daylight yet.
Yep. That's one of the reasons is that there's a huge rights kerfuffle over him.
Man, people are too stingy with that stuff. You're getting money regardless.
It gets crazy, and I don't know. It's a lot. Like if I guess I was like the original person and I didn't get like I signed a poopy contract.
Yeah.
I mean, part of that is the times, but also it's like it would be nice if there was a way to negotiate you getting more money without like the fans and all the people like
Suffering.
losing out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like the eventually he will become the public domain, and then everyone will get to have a Friday the 13th or a Jason Voorhees.
Yes.
Just like we're getting a Winnie the Pooh horror movie.
Really?
Yeah, Blood and Honey. I'll send you the trailer after this. I am very
Please
excited.
do. What the heck? Winnie the Pooh was like my childhood thing.
Exactly. Me too.
What the hell? I hope Eeyore's in it. Eeyore's my favorite.
Oh man, I would like to see a lot of the cast, but they already announced a sequel too, so they may save some people for the second one.
I hope Tigger's in it.
Yeah.
And what's the I forget the pig, the pink pig.
I know Pooh and Piglet are in there for
Piglet,
sure.
Yeah, okay. They have to be. They're like iconic.
Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear.
Chat says Cocaine Bear. I'm like, oh wait, yeah, I forgot that was a thing.
Oh yeah.
You ever seen a balloon of cocaine just explode in a bear's butt?
Oh my god.
It's not a good time.
I wouldn't think so. Oh yeah. There's a speaking of Scream and horror movies, Matt Lillard is gonna be in the new Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
What?
He's gonna be purple guy, I think.
Oh, he's gonna be the purple guy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's a good role for him because he
Mhm.
played a crazy guy in the first Scream
Yup,
movie.
Yup. No, it's actually kind of cool because I like when, like, you can overdo it with horror movies and like gore and stuff. Saw, but
Saw 1 was so good, and then everything else sucked.
have you seen the newest one, Spiral?
I haven't seen Spiral. That's with Jamie Foxx, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the only one I haven't seen is Spiral.
Ugh.
Gross,
It's-
just too much.
Okay, so like, the first one was good. The last one was good, or the last one with what's his face in it?
I'm trying to think.
Hoffman.
Yeah, Hoffman.
Yeah,
Yes.
the last one with Hoffman in it was good because the twist at the end was like, oh my
Yeah.
god.
Okay. Yeah. That was a good twist. That was
Yeah.
way to tie up the series.
That was a twist I like enjoy. I was like, I did not see that coming.
but it
Um,
explains so much.
yeah, it explains everything, all the questions I had. But there was some, I think like Saw 3 or 4 was like, oh, over the top with gore and stuff. This movie, Spiral, like times 10 gore.
Why?
Like in the
Ew.
sounds, like it was like extreme gore, extreme audio gore, and I'm like, there's a death every like 15 minutes, and I'm like, they're just killing people to kill people at this point.
I guess.
I don't like when movies
I-
do that.
No, that's too much for me. I mean,
Yeah.
like suspension of disbelief is one thing, but yeah, no, it was I think around the time of either Saw 3 or Saw 4. I want to say 3. Yeah, where they started making the unrated versions of the movies,
Oh.
and the unrated versions were usually the ones that they would show. Like
Mhm.
this will be the one that's on TV. This will be the one in theaters. This will be the one that all your friends buy. Though this is the one that's only for rent,
Yeah.
and it's the one that's like way over excessive with the gore, and it's like, oh no, not yummy, not yummy, chat. It's,
No, not yummy. No, but I mentioned that because I like when horror movies don't hold back, but like it can be over the top. That's why I'm excited for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie to be rated R.
yeah,
I was like, Five Nights at Freddy's lore is like fuck.
I heard that there was a lot of delays like with the production, but I'm glad that it's finally getting through because it's a fun little series, and I think that it definitely like needs to get more like media attention rather than just the games and the game theory and
Yeah, I think the vid messed it up a little bit. The Bovid.
I mean, at least we always have the Nicolas Cage one. What was it
Oh, the one where
called?
he
Like,
doesn't talk.
yeah, the
The
one
one
where he
where he
doesn't talk.
doesn't
That's
say
actually a really
anything?
sick movie.
I haven't seen it. I watched the trailer
Oh,
and I'm like, what
it
the heck?
it was surprisingly really good. Like I was
Oh.
actually like I was hyped all the way through.
Fuck yeah, I might check it out then. Cause I'm like, a movie where he doesn't talk. I wonder how much he got paid.
And I think at this point he's back to getting paid his normal amount. He Nicolas Cage had a little bit of a dry spell, but he's back.
Yep.
But he's back.
Have you seen the movie that's about him?
I have not.
It's funny. It's hilarious.
funny?
Yes.
I have to put that on my watch list
Yes.
because I need some new stuff. I've already like exhausted all the stuff in my house, so now it's like,
Oh yes.
and now that it's not Halloween, it's hard to find stuff to like buy movie wise when it comes to spooky stuff.
Yeah.
Why do they concentrate them all at one point of the year?
I know, and the ones on Netflix are like kind of.
They're not great.
They're not great. Like I've only found a few great ones on Netflix, and the rest are like, oh, monster, scary, rar, or like, oh, ghost, you know.
Yeah, I tried that service that was specifically for horror movies, but I didn't really find anything I liked
Oh,
on there
Shudder?
either. Yeah, Shutter.
I kept getting ads about that, but like
It just didn't really have anything that really like spoke to me. Like the thing that I had the most that I enjoyed was like the first two Creep shows. Like I've seen the first two Creep shows 100 times. Like I used to watch that with my mom when I was younger. Like that was the only scary thing she would let me see. This was
I don't
Creep
think
Show.
I've seen Creep Show.
It's kind of like your spooky Twilight Zone, House of the Crypt Keeper
Is that the
kind
one
of
with the
thing.
clown?
There's a clown on one
Clown
of
of one?
them, one of the
Yeah.
stories, I think. But no, the Creepshow guy is kind of like a skeleton in like a robe. The movie covers look like a Megadeth album cover
Oh,
sometimes.
Okay.
I think there's actually a TV show for Creepshow too. Now I think about it, Jesus,
I
it
think
just
so.
won't stop.
I think so. I mean, sometimes, and there's a another season of this Scream show.
Oh man, I guess it did well enough if Netflix or whoever decided to give it another season.
Yeah.
Or it's just super cheap to make. Let's not lie.
It's super cheap to make. There is.
Hey, that's a good thing about horror movies. It can be done on a budget.
There is a death in there that's like so Saw-like. I'm like, what the? Like, who came up with this?
This Ruth Goldberg device where it's just perpetuating like this all these different contraptions just to perform a very precise and specific murder. It's like, who had time to build all this?
Right. I was like, because like the whole thing about Scream and Ghostface is like white mask, robe, knife. Like, it's
Knife.
simple.
It's personal.
It's simple.
It's
Yeah.
personal.
It's personal. Like, I'm gonna get up close and stab you. But like, there was in the TV show, there was this like death trap where I'm like, am I watching Saw right now? Like, who built this? This looks complicated. It was like tripwired. I'm like, just go stab.
I want to see like a villain set one of those up, and then he accidentally sets it off himself.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it's like so precise. It's like, okay, gotta make sure the wire is perfectly. Whoops.
Oh, there you go. End of movie.
End of movie.
Roll credits. No, it's the first season's but I like the movies are definitely better. Much better.
Yes, and yeah, I know we were talking about it a bit earlier, but the fifth one I think is like right there under the first one in regards. So, yeah, definitely give that a watch whenever you get a chance. And then the sixth one will be out this year, so the future of Scream is still strong.
Is it the fifth one or the sixth one that's 25 years later?
It should probably be the fifth one. Although, is it 25 years? I think it's 25 years from the first one, not 25 years from the fourth one.
Okay,
yeah,
makes sense.
Because there's a character that wouldn't make sense if it was that much later.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that tonight. Honestly.
Yeah.
I'll like text you about it. Be like, this was so good.
Or you'll be like, no, this wasn't as good as you said. You hyped it up too much.
I think I'll like it, you know. I liked it. I like all the movies. It's just some are better than others.
Yeah, but that's with any series, especially a series that starts to like take itself a bit too.
Star Wars.
Oh yeah, you beat me to it. Well, let's see. We are right at the end. Let's take a question from the audience. Audience, if you have a question, please feel free to ask.
Yes. Any questions? Question. I did see something earlier. It wasn't a question, but like the car insurance ad with the chainsaws.
Car insurance ad where they hide in chainsaws. I've never seen that.
Yeah, I think Geico, Allstate, something. It's like it's like a group of kids running from a house, and they're like, which way should we go? And it was like, one of the guys was like, let's go to the running car. And then the other girl was like, no, let's hide behind the wall of chainsaws. And then they run and hide behind the wall of chainsaws. And then the killer is in the chainsaw shed, like, looking at them like, what the fuck?
Okay, I'm gonna have to see if I can find that.
Yeah, just look up chainsaw car insurance ad. I'm sure you'll find it.
The internet is such a joy to have. Thanks for that.
Ad, but like, because I've seen it like a lot. I'm like, I love this ad. It's so funny.
It doesn't look like anyone's got any questions, so I guess I'll ask one just real fast. Yeah. In the Scream movies, like how they actually interpret the stories going on, like through the Stab series.
Oh yeah.
I'm always torn, as I think that's probably like the most like creative thing they could do for that world, but at the same time, like if it actually like happened to you, wouldn't you feel it's a bit tasteless? I don't know. It always reminds me of like when Netflix does like the Jeffrey Dahmer thing, and it's like, oh yeah, here's the killer. Isn't he handsome? And doesn't he look all cool and stuff? I'm like, what?
As like a fictional thing and not being like related to it, I'm like, that's a cool thing to add. But like if I was Sydney, I'd be like, stop, or at least give me some money or something.
Oh yeah, no, like how do they make those and like not give her just like a huge royalty check every time? Unless
like,
that's the only way that she can move.
Story. Over and over again.
Chad is asking Raven, why are you so pretty? And is it a secret? Is it the blood of the youth?
Yes.
You are a vampire, Neko.
Yes. I can't tell. It's a secret.
Ah, gotcha.
I'd have to kill you.
Then I'll become a vampire, Ham. I have little things.
Vampire.
A little scarf can become little wings. Oh, that actually sounds cute.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get art like that now. That's awesome. But yes.
But Raven,
Oh,
thank you so
yes.
much for coming on
Yeah.
and joining me. It was a lot of fun talking about this series,
Mhm.
and also like just inspiring me to go back and rewatch them because I just
Yes.
love it.
Yes. I just rewatched the first 3, so I had a scream-a-thon.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are good. And definitely let me know what you think about the fifth one. And
Definitely.
I'll definitely have a new like horror movie buddy where I can chat about horror
Of
movies.
course, yeah. Text me anytime, send me trailers, whatever.
Oh, yes, for everyone watching. What are your plans for streams coming up?
Oh, yes. So I am getting back into streaming after a break for the holidays.
Holiday break?
Holiday break. But I am streaming tomorrow. I usually stream Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. Not a.m.
Yeah.
Yes. I actually had that happen to me once. People were like, you didn't stream. I was like, what? They're like, I waited at 4.
We showed up at 4 o'clock.
I was like, PM? And they're like, oh. I was like, ah.
Oh, you mean 16 o'clock?
Yeah,
Okay.
oh my, 16 o'clock.
I worked a job where it was all military time, and I would always like get confused because there was a time they scheduled me at 3 in the morning, and I showed up at 3 p.m.
I said 3.
I'm
I'm
like,
here 3.
why? Why do y'all do this to me? Also, what kind of shift was 3 a.m.? That didn't make any sense to me.
Right? Like, no. But yeah, thank you so much
Yeah, I
for
think I saw
having
in there
me.
you're gonna be playing Resident Evil Village, right?
Yes, I just got to the vampire mother.
Yeah, it's my
Yes.
favorite. Well, one of my favorite parts.
Yes.
RE8's good. I hope you'll enjoy it. I'll try and stop in if I'm awake.
Yeah, it's my
I
first
have been
one.
a very sleepy ham.
My first my first
Oh, first Resident Evil?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Well, I mean, with all like the remakes and stuff coming out, like you won't be short for like stuff.
Yes, I actually wanted to play it because of the DLC.
Oh, I haven't actually played the DLC yet. That's something I need to like take a look at.
Yeah, I saw it and
I
I
hear
was
it's
like,
good.
I gotta play this now.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, make sure to follow and check out Raven tomorrow. Resident Evil.
Yes.
Tonight I will be coming back streams at 9 p.m. CST. I'll be starting up Sly 3, so feel free to come and check that out if you like, furry phantom thieves
Hell
stealing
yeah.
all sorts of cool stuff. But everyone, y'all have a good rest of the evening. Y'all make sure to get something to eat and make sure to if you got a scary movie, get some popcorn.
Yes.
It goes great with it.
Uh-huh.
All right, bye, Q.